Hello, and welcome to the third episode of Quantum Box. This is Elle's story, and I'm going to start out. You know how it is when once you've seen something, you really can't unsee it? Well, once you've heard what we've heard, and I heard, you can't unhear it. So let me give you a little background. This is a story that happened about 10 years ago, and I'm going to say that Elle must be in her late 60s or 70s by now. Beautiful woman, beautiful girl. She was on the cover of Life magazine, the quintessential California surfer girl, married to a famous man, and has 3 live children. So she's a friend of a friend, and the last we heard from her was she had a couple of bouts with cancer that, thank goodness, are in remission. She's had many surgeries, including on her eyes, and she is almost blind in one eye. And a while ago, she fell down some stairs, broke her hip. And at the time that we had reached out to her, I believe she was living in her car. I hope that's not the case now. I don't think so. So sharing this information with the Tibetan doctor, the doctor said, oh, let's call her, get her online, and maybe I can help her with her health. So we had a 4-way line call, and Elle spoke very freely about going to a spa and a retreat to help her health. And the Tibetan doctor says, frank speaking, the retreat won't help. You have a child with you. Yes, says Elle right away. I had an abortion, it's a boy, and I named him Michael. She continued talking freely about her upcoming acupuncture appointment. She's a real smart, honest chit-chatter. She's just a fun person no matter what happens to her. The minute she started talking about acupuncture and the needles, she started screaming, actually wailing. And saying the words, too painful. And then more screaming and wailing, which is not, I'm telling you, it's not an overstatement and it's not a drama words to make a good story. I've never heard anything like it. And it just went on and on. It was very high-pitched and unconceivable wail of an infant. It wasn't her voice. I don't think adults, and even Meryl Streep, the best actress on the planet, can make this sound. I don't think that a child's sound at this pitch is physically possible. And with that said, we believe it was the unborn child. Never heard anything like it. So we finally hung up because Elle couldn't hear us. So the next day, of course, we texted and called to check up on her, and she had no memory of it, just no memory, and she just wanted to talk about how much she loved her aborted son Michael, which of course I believe that, we believe that, but that child is still with her. It's stuck in the spirit dimension until mom stops pretending that everything's okay. Humans, sometimes we're involved in a tragic crash or some kind of, like 9/11, and they die very suddenly, will remain in the area of the tragedy because they sincerely are in a quantum dimension and they don't know they're dead. So where else is a kid going to hang out? With their mom, the only person they know or are connected with. So that sound of the wailing infant coming out of Elle's mouth is forever in our memories. I can't see the quantum dimension, the abortion babies, the spirits, the ghosts, the deities, the angels, but the Tibetan doctor can, and some others can too. But I can hear it. I heard my own child, a boy, say, help me, a couple times 35 years ago, before I ever knew anything about quantum and before I ever knew anything about Buddhism whatsoever, or Vajrayana. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. If you have comments, one way or the other, You're always welcome to share. We're all in this together. So be well, be very, very well, and we're all in this together.